So it's not just the matchmaking or the recruiting, whether that's internal, experts already in the database or going out to the universe and finding net new people. There's a lot of really interesting use cases right now that are being discussed, some being implemented, some there's entire companies that are launched and a lot of venture funding kind of coming into this space around applications for deriving insights from experts using AI. And to give you a couple of examples on that, there's AI powered voice bots out there that can actually have a conversation like you and I are doing right now and can ask all these follow-up questions. And while I think a lot of people are still evaluating quality and things like compliance controls around that, it presents a huge opportunity actually to conduct expert-based research at a scale that's unprecedented. So you and I are having this conversation right now. There could be 99 other conversations that are taking place, and you can end up with 100 podcast episodes in the time that it takes you to record one. Scheduling effort that goes into that. So a lot of expert calls are conducted between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. local time. That also happens to be when most people are working in a day job. And so scheduling sometimes becomes a challenge. If I could conduct an expert call at 11 p.m. while sitting on my couch because I'm speaking with something that's not a human who need to schedule on the other side, it opens up a lot of opportunities for scheduling. And those voice AI bots can be used in the vetting process as well. It doesn't just have to be to actually conduct the expert call. So that would be one use case. Another would be sort of post-call. I think the classic summarization use case is still key. It's interesting. People don't talk about summarization as much anymore with AI. I think people think it's not as exciting. I actually think it's just as exciting, just as valuable. It's actually just more mature right now because it was one of the first use cases for a lot of the generative AI tools. But if you conducted 100 expert calls and then you have a library of a bunch historically, and you want to pull out like what are the key trends and inflection points and just what do I need to know as quickly as possible, summarization is still going to be a key thing there. There's another use case that I'll be honest, I'm still a little bit of a skeptic on, or I'm not fully convinced. I think there's an opportunity and it's worth exploring, but it is actually AI-powered experts. And in the survey world, that's often the term they use is synthetic respondents. It's taking years of history of people's responses to either survey questions or expert calls and actually creating something that mimics what a live expert, how that person would go about answering different questions.